Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to our audience and also to our panel forum today. This is a very lovely morning to start our discussion today. Unfortunately, as we all know, COVID-19 affected all of our industry, including business, tourism, travel, and others. Basically, as we gather here today, we want to talk more and discuss on detail about event industry itself. So, basically, our topic today is about how to handle and organize event during this COVID-19. So, first of all, we have our 4 panel forum here. First, we have Aimi Erna, Executive of Wedding Planner, and we have Alia, IT Manager PITC, Ain as a co-founder eSport, and the last one we have Wawa as the President of the Entertainment and Association. First of all, we want to say thank you to our panel forum willing to join us today to spend your time here with us today for sharing the information. So, okay, first of all, I would like to ask 4 of you lah. Okay, so how did you guys as an event organizer adapt to pandemic? Maybe we can start with Wawa and then next. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and thank you Zaira as moderator for today. I'm glad to be here with moderator and all the panel members. In the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic, the music industry relied heavily on live streams. Typically, just one artist in a room with webcam doing an acoustic performance. Based on what Roshan Abbas, the president of the Event and Entertainment Management Association in Mumbai, he said that the event industry is already in the ICU. It will take time in 2021 for some normalities to return if there is a vaccine. The moment the lockdown was imposed, we as a music festival moved into digital. Most of the music festival we line is in digital and hybrid model. For example, if you are doing music festival in Kuala Lumpur but the audience was sitting everywhere in their houses, yes, I can say the value and experience will not be the same as of the on ground. But given the nature of unlock, things will started opening up and hybrid model will involve. Well, one online event can be organized at a fraction of the cost, but the experience remains a challenge. Even artists missing the human connection. The online experience is key because the response is on a screen and the energy isn't there in the room. I think everyone needs to adapt this new norm. I hope I have answered your question, Zahira.
Thank you Zahira as our moderator for today. For wedding event usually involve many people gather in one place, but due to this pandemic, there are a lot of rules and regulations that we need to follow to organize a wedding receptions in a new norm. Despite that, weddings are still being celebrated but completely in a different way than before, with adapting to local regulations respond to COVID-19. How wedding event can adapt to this pandemic is we need to increase hygiene, which is we should provide hand sanitizer, face mask, temperature check, record all the guest detail according to Ministry of Health guideline, and also we have to sanitize all the equipment that we use such as door handle, table, chair and others. While increasing hygiene standard, seating arrangements also important to reduce risk and use of large table with limited seating to maintain distance between people. For example, a table of 8 guests should be given to 4 guests only. Due to this limited guests that being able to attend physically, we also recommend to use a live stream video during the ceremony for those who would not come. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you Zaira as the moderator, and hi everyone, the other panel member. So based on my opinion, the MICE industry have adapted to COVID-19 pandemic by having virtual and also hybrid event. So according to Don Sai, there is a project director at First Wave Agency in Singapore. First thing first to adapt in this situation is to familiarize the organizer with the virtual tool needed to conduct this virtual event. Technology-wise are the important things to be acknowledged beside the digital skin on the live streaming that need to be used when handling the virtual event. For example, the technology we have today like WebEx, Zoom, Google Meet can be used as the medium and platform to conduct the meeting. So next, according to Alois Alando, the transition to the new things like this hybrid and also virtual event has created a need for more talent or needed in the industry with the new skill, passionate and also well-trained individual to make sure that the virtual event or the hybrid event can be conducted and organized smoothly. That's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to our moderator, Ms. Zahira, and to all the panel. So, everything have an issue, a problem, either virus causes like we are having now, which is COVID-19, or not a virus issue. It is still have a problem because we are in this event industry. Okay, next, causes of this pandemic, we are having a big impact because we had to cancel, postpone, and all the money that we have been invest, and sometimes we cannot return the money to the client. Okay, using a single venue or staging even outdoor as opposed to a closed indoor setting may reduce the risk of exposure. According to the WHO, since all the people and those with underlying health condition are at a greater risk of severe illness, their attendance could be restricted. Furthermore, based on the article from the Spotify that I read, for the past 6 months have been certainly been unprecedented, but I do believe it made our company stronger. We conduct a one-on-one with every single employee during this time, and the number of feedback that I got. That's all. Thank you.
Alright, thank you to 4 of you for sharing your information, how you guys adapt to the pandemic. For me, I believe that every event organizer have their own strategy how to adapt the pandemic itself to make sure that they be able to improve their business and maintain their business. Alright, so for my next question, I would like to ask Anna. Anna, so what is the precaution should I take it if I want to attend the wedding event?
Thank you again, Zahira, and also all the panel members. According to Standard Operation Procedure (SOP) by Malaysia National Council, before someone enter the venue or event, first you have to wear a face mask and follow all the instruction called health screening. Usually, this health screening usually will be set up at the entrance to conduct body temperature check, symptom of flu, sore throats, and also shortness of breath. Guests with body temperature above 37.5 are not allowed to enter the venue. All the guests must clean their hands with hand sanitizer, record contact detail, and must adhere to social distancing requirement of 1 meter while waiting their turn. During the event, guests must follow the seating arrangements that have been marked, avoid gather in close, keep social distancing while eating, keep conversations in a minimum, and leave the venue in orderly manner. Thank you, Zahira. I hope that I answered your question earlier.
Alright, so thank you, Amina. Yes, I do agree with you. Follow the SOP that given by the KKM to make sure that everything will be fine, and we do not want to take any caution or any risk. Okay, so I would like to ask Alia. Alia, okay, you as a MICE organizer, MICE is considered as a big event. We gather in a huge places to such as having a convention and exhibition. So, did you think that having a small gathering for the MICE event is considered safe?
Thank you, Zahira, for asking. So, as for me, small gathering for now with a little number of person or group can be done and organized. But the most important thing to make sure is the safety. Everyone that coming to this small gathering must make sure that they follow the rule and regulation and also the SOP that have been stated. This is important to make sure that the small gathering or MICE event is safe. But it is good if the meeting can be conducted through virtually. But if you still need to go outside to meet in person for the small gathering on MICE event, with a little number of person or group, you must make sure that avoid the crowded places, wear the mask, practice social distancing, and also wash your hand often. As in the new norms today, small gathering on MICE event only can be held rather than the big event. So according to the Allen, the Chief Academic of Incentive Research Foundation, he have stated that it is safely predictable that event conference business meeting and also group incentive travel will not return to the previous norm at least 18 to 24 months. So this show the long-term mind that predicted time to make sure that the big event on MICE can be recovered and organised effectively and efficiently with the larger number of participants. So we from the MICE industry hope for the best, and hope that we can recover from this pandemic COVID-19. That's all from me. Thank you.
Alright, thank you, Alia. Yes, I think we have to consider even though we want to organize a small gathering, because we're not going to take any risk, and we do not want to make anyone feels in danger or somewhat ever. And okay, so I would like to ask Wawa. So Wawa, most of the event organizer, they have to cancel their event concert. I mean, even the artists will tour, they have to cancel it, and it's quite disappointed lah for us as a fan. And then the event organizer have to refund the money. So how do music festival survive due to this coronavirus cancellation?
Thank you, Zaira. I've been waiting a bit long time for my turn, but never mind. There are good and great points from other panel members. Okay, as everyone knows that the entertainment industry is on pause but gradually beginning to start up again as the world battle the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. In an effort to prevent spreading the virus, many concerts, festivals, film, TV show and other events have been cancelled. And yes, of course, no artist can do a tour this year as everything was cancelled. And many reactions. There are some people that disappointed that they will have to wait longer to see their favorite, and some feeling they will be able to enjoy a performance with the grade of COVID-19 still large. Arpara, the managing director of PR Watch, which brought Ed Sheeran and Selena Gomez to Malaysia in the past, he said with most of the postpone or cancellation, the lead is usually taken by the artist management, as there's very clear direction by the WHO to avoid crowded places. A postpone or cancellation costs local concert promoter quite a bit. A money spent on marketing and advertising the concert can't be recouped. In the case of postpone, there will be some losses in ticket sale as people may not be able to make it on the new date and require a refund. When we talk about cancellation, I want to touch about the financial viability, one major challenge which all the aspects participate in the economic viability of large event, especially when we need to do cancellation on the music festival that we have planned. Last but not least, the bottom line is the organizer will have to figure out and adapt to the new business model and ask themselves if they have been running a November model as going forward concert. So it's time to go back to the drawing board and do the feasibility test for each and every event as people pay for experience and not just the artists. I think that's all. I hope I answer your question, Zaira.
I agree with you. Despite that, what happened nowadays, we due to the COVID-19, we have to cancel the concert. It's quite disappointed for the fans and also for the artists itself. And even though we are able to do the virtual concert, but it's totally different. The vibe is not the same anymore. Okay, so I would like to ask you, so e-sport, okay. Okay, we all know that we have been taking so long break during this MCO. So how do you, as a sport event, how do you convince your participant or your audience to join the event after taking a long break time during this MCO? Thank you. You can answer.
Okay, thank you again, Zahira and all the panel. I have a great information this morning session. Okay, the WHO recommend 150 minutes of moderate intercity physical activity per week. The benefit of exercise are proven very helpful, especially in time of anxiety, crisis, and fear. In the context of pandemic, lack of access to regular sporting or exercise routine may result in challenge to the immune system and physical health. To convince audience, I think it's easy because e-sport and sport event is two different things. E-sport is more like playing a video game, you sit down, but sport event is outdoor and it's crowded. It has their own fans. For example, a football, running, badminton, and also a volleyball. And I believe people who love sport, even the athlete itself, will not easily forget their passion and hobby. Because when you join this sport event, you will be like shaking if one day you won't do it. You want to do something. To answer the question that it is still relevant or not to join this sport event nowadays, I would say yes, it is still relevant. Okay, thank you.
Alright, thank you, Ain. Yes, I agree with you. Sport event will always be relevant, even though during pandemic or if you are not in pandemic, because everyone is playing the sport, football, basketball, and others also. So yeah, we realize that we are already at the end of our discussion today. We already finished our 15 minutes. I'm so sorry, we have to end our discussion today. So to conclude our discussion today, we cannot simply say when COVID-19 will be end. But however, we really hope that one day, slowly but surely, event or industry will become back. Not only event industry, but others industry also, business and others. We hope so, and I hope everyone stays safe. And thank you to Open the Forum today. Thank you very much for sharing information. And we will see you in another episode. And thank you. Bye-bye.